It's a United States love affair with Formula One at the moment, so what a thrill for everyone today to see our drivers lapping COTA at full hot lap speed. It's the Circuit of the Americas, and it's qualifying.
Hello and welcome back to some more F1 25 and another part of our My Team career mode with Toyota. Today we are back with the US Grand Prix proper. We are going to be in the, in one mind trying to think about setup changes because the car just wasn't at its best throughout the stint yesterday. I'm going to put it down to a bit of gearbox trouble. They've not written off the gearbox as an issue, so I'm assuming we're all good, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. Leave a like if you enjoy and all of that good stuff, and yeah, without further ado, let's get ourselves into Q1. Well, up to the line at the start of Q1 and P5 for now, or 132.6. Very decent time there, and that should be more than enough to get through to Q2. It was, a very good lap, but not one where we were pushing the car very hard. Let's have a little look at where we are after all of that then. Yeah, P5 through to Q2, very good, and once again, very much quicker than Colapinto. Certainly seem to have good one-lap pace around here, but do we have enough to survive in the Grand Prix? End of Q2 then, with our one and only lap, we head up to the line. So 132.1, that puts us P5 again. Very consistent. Very much trying to look after the tyres. We'll keep an eye on what Colapinto is doing out there. See if he can get anywhere off the bottom. Wasn't very good, was it? But it's very, very cloudy. It's going to be changeable conditions in the race as well.
And that's just 30 seconds left in the session.
So here he comes then, Colapinto. And the final couple of corners. Let's see if he can manage it. Is he going to get himself through into the final session? I'm not sure. Let's have a little look. No, he is out. He is going to be 15th. It's just on 133.9, but that's pretty poor from Franco. And yeah, it looks like we're going to be the sole representative of Toyota in Q3. Just about getting through in the end in P8. No real surprises in there, has to be said. But we'll see what we can do in Q3. On a lap of the Circuit of the Americas then, and see what we can do in this Q3 session. We're going to give ourselves just one lap at it. Into turn one, yeah, just broke a little bit too early. We're really not pushing the boundaries with this car. 31.4 is what is currently fastest. Oh, a little bit of a mistake there. It's going to cost us dear. Probably lost half a second just in that corner there. It's annoying because we've just not done that all weekend really. On hot laps. We need to push hard on the final few stretches of this wonderful racetrack. If we're to get anywhere above 10th. Little lock up there, but we're okay. Still a purple middle sector, about on the pace of Charles Leclerc at the moment. Using a little bit of ERS through these corners. And nail the braking point here, that's pretty good. And now into the final corner. we come round the final corner, up to the line to 1:32.1, which matches our Q2 time and gets us 6th place. That is a great result in the end. We will certainly settle for that. Very, very good. And that is us starting in a decent position for the race tomorrow. I mean, yeah, had we got it right there, we could have been top 2 potentially. But, yeah, wow. Well done, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. A McLaren 1-2. Great to see.
Well, you don't need me to remind you that Formula One is now so beloved in the United States that we race here 3 times a year. But let's give respect to COTA, or the Circuit of the Americas, to give it its full name. This place laid the foundations for this moment and still remains the host of the US Grand Prix. It's the Circuit of the Americas then, situated 14 miles outside of the great city of Austin. This is a 3.6-mile lap with 20 corners, 10 to the left and 10 to the right, and top speeds of around 200 miles per hour. Overtaking opportunities are available into turns 1 and 12, especially with that rear wing DRS wide open. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, Zach O'Sullivan and Leclerc, Antonelli, Sainz, Albon and Esteban Ocon, Doohan, Behrman, Nico Hülkenberg and Colapinto, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Yuki Tsunoda and Lance Stroll, Bortoleto, Hadjar, Piastri and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Well, here we are, down on the track then.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
And we know it is going to rain a little bit later on in this race, so I'm thinking let's start on those hard tyres. Let's see if we can do that, and then... it's not the button I wanted to press. Hard, medium. This is annoying now. Soft, hard, medium, delete. There we go. Finally. So we can go 15, 16 laps on those hard tyres. Get towards the wet weather conditions, and well, let's see what we can do here. So plenty of fuel so we can push hard from the get-go. So we get these tyres up to 10. Now, what is interesting is I think virtually everybody is on mediums except us, so that is an interesting strategy choice, isn't it? One that could come back to bite us if, you know, we end up finding ourselves in a position where that rain doesn't come and we have to pit anyway. But We're hoping to not have to pit before the rain. Now, I do think undercut will be massive round here. So maybe we should have went for 2 soft tyre stints. That could have worked. But ultimately, in our locker, we have a brand new set of mediums. And then used softs. That's what we have to play with. Which isn't a lot.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
Is that genuine?
Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Does that genuinely mean that there's going to be no rain in this race? And we've just been fooled? I mean, it's certainly looking very dry out there, isn't it? Yeah, we want to stay with these guys at the front for as long as possible. Yeah, great to see Lewis Hamilton on the front row with Lando Norris. Piastri all the way at the back. So, qualified well in second place, but relegated to back of the grid, presumably due to a grid penalty.
Parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers.
That's not too bad. Now,
Okay, so
got Max Verstappen
forming up now. Be patient.
right in front of us. So here we go. Watch for the lights. Watch for the start. Lights out. Away we go here at Austin. It's a brilliant start off the grid, and straight away we are past Max Verstappen as we hurtle towards turn 1. Taking that outside line like we did in the sprint race, and it's worked out well. Lando Norris leading the way. I'm gonna recall what it was like on that first lap. We had awful dirty air through this sector. Lewis Hamilton managing to stay just in front of us for now. That was a great start, exactly the sort of start we wanted. Past Max Verstappen, and we need to try and get these tyres up to temp, and well, they pretty much are, to be honest. And already we're right in the slipstream of Lewis Hamilton. This could be a chance here to get up into second. But no, we're not pushing it too hard right now. Looking after the tyres. And that they're probably going to have to last 16, 17 laps before this rain comes. Will that rain be enough to make us need to come in and get some intermediate tyres on? And then the AI, of course, are going to be absolutely insane, as they always are in the wet weather conditions.
DRS now available.
Using a little bit of overtake just to try and stay with Lewis here. Max Verstappen right behind as well. Try and hold him off as much as we can. It's the first time we've really come across him this season. We've not battled for position with Max Verstappen because he's usually been dominating at the front, but for whatever reason the Red Bull not operating as well round here. It's open, but nothing doing there. Good start of this race, up to third, and doing about as well as we could be at this stage. Yeah, that wasn't very good from us. We lose out of Max Verstappen. That was very weak, actually. Yeah, not good. Just checking it wasn't tyre temps. No, it was just purely turbulent air. So DRS open. Well, we're dive bombing Max Verstappen and we are back through. That was a great move on Max there. It was one of those where, because it was Max, I kind of didn't care if we took him out of the race with that move, so absolutely fine by that. Great move. And that now gets us back into third position. And just behind Lewis Hamilton as well. Our pace is pretty good at the start of this race, as it was yesterday, which makes me think it certainly was that gearbox issue that was holding us back. So let's see if we can stay with Lewis throughout the rest of this first stint, despite the fact we are on lower grip tyres and certainly slower tyres. If we can stay within that DRS, that is going to be absolutely crucial. Well, Max wants revenge here. So we'll look around the outside. We maintain that inside line and we are through. Just giving the battery a bit of a charge here. First track extension of the day. Yeah, I'm wondering if their tyres are going off a little bit quicker because of the hot weather. Maybe that's why we're able to stay pretty close to these guys and compete at the moment. And Max again having a little look. Is he going to go down the inside? He's going to try it. It's still there, but we just hold it on the grippier part of the track on the outside and still maintain third position here. What a race so far. Hamilton having a look around the outside of Lando Norris here. This is going to be close, but they maintain side by side, and they're going to go side by side through the S's. This is going to be close, but nothing doing there. But Hamilton takes the lead of the US Grand Prix. Unbelievable.
Hamilton's just taken the lead.
Well, this could be a chance on Lando Norris. He is struggling out there. And look at this. We go to the outside. This should be a chance. Brake later. And have the grippier outside line. We are through. And up into second position. So instead of defending from Max Verstappen, we are now attacking. And we've just got past Lando Norris, and Lewis Hamilton is next. And this package is working out pretty well for us at this point of the Grand Prix. A quick look at tyre wear, looking pretty decent at the moment.
It's dry, it's definitely seemed
Okay,
like the
so
fastest
rain
tyre at the
in
moment.
10 minutes. That's the sort of thing we wanted to hear. We're still battling Hamilton at the moment. Just trying to look after as much of our ERS as possible. There's no real need to attack Hamilton at the moment. We're in a perfectly comfortable position. We'll just nurse the tyres, nurse the car. And this is definitely the closest we've been to Hamilton here. Could very much have a look at him now. Hamilton goes to the inside, looking defensive here. We try the old switcheroo on him. Oh, not quite. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? Yeah, it feels like only a matter of time until we take the lead in this US Grand Prix. Should be pretty crazy, wouldn't it, to do that, considering we are the only ones that started on the hard tyres. Yeah, Lando Norris right behind us as well. I think we're going to go for this time, try and take the lead. We've got momentum here. Hamilton goes defensive, but this time he hasn't got enough. Tries to brake later, but we leave room and head round the outside. Right, now then. Let's see what pace we have in this car, because we've been sort of holding back a little bit. Let's see what we've got underneath us. Certainly got a lot more grip in these tyres than those guys have got at this stage. We've managed to eke out that 1 second gap, which is crucial. We're going to have maximum downforce through these S's. Well, that is exactly what we wanted to avoid.
That finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
So a 3-second penalty at the end of this race. That could cost us the race victory, that, to be honest. At the moment, 2.5 seconds we've managed to clear to Hamilton. That rain is coming imminently. Does give us a little bit more license to push now, though, because I'm worried about getting that third corner cutting penalty. Very much still gaining time on the guys behind, simply because we've got tyres that have lasted longer. When are they going to come into the pits? Surely soon.
Rainfall expected. 5 minutes.
5 minutes, that's probably about 3 laps. We're due to come into the pits on lap 16, so it's looking like it's working out perfectly for us here. Just need to hope for a bit of a downpour here so that we can go straight onto the intermediates. And not be stuck out there for ages on old worn tyres. While everybody's on fresh, sticky slicks. If the track begins to become a little bit damp, but
approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
Well, there you go, Verstappen and Russell. They are into the pit lane. So they will absolutely get a huge undercut on us. Colapinto in as well.
Franco's in the pits. Franco is in the pits.
4 seconds ahead of Lewis Hamilton. It's very much working out at the moment, isn't it? Hamilton and Norris into the pits now. Antonelli and Tsunoda join them. Will they come out behind Verstappen and Russell? They probably will. As the catcher's out now. Don't want that to bring the safety car out. Yeah, Russell and Verstappen pass Hamilton. Yeah, Hadger out. That is not going to bring out a safety car.
Green flag.
But we've got about 23 seconds to the cars behind at the moment. Will catch us at a rate of knots, so we're basically hoping that rain comes very, very shortly. Verstappen somehow back up to second, so it's either going to be him or us that win this race. At the current looks of it.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
I'm looking at those rear tyres and thinking, wow, that rear left is looking worn. Verstappen took a second out of us that lap. He will continue to do so. There comes the rain. There comes the rain. You can see it. It's fallen now. And how quickly will this track turn from dry to wet? That is the question on everybody's lips. And if it doesn't turn to wet...
Be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
But yeah, if it doesn't turn over to wet, we are going to seriously lose out here.
The weather's turning. We think it's time to box now.
Okay, well, there you go. Everybody's coming in. So we've got about an 18-second lead here. We've probably left it a little bit late then, haven't we? Goodness me, that turned quick, didn't it? I think we're okay. As long as we come in at the end of this lap. And get a smooth pit stop. But yeah, wow.
Other teams are pitting intermediate tyres. It might be worth considering changing yours too.
So 37 seconds. Okay, we've got plenty of time. Yeah, this is working out beautifully for us, isn't it? Just need to try and keep it on the track now. DRS has been disabled, but wow, these are treacherous conditions now. We very much been caught out at the wrong time on these hard tyres, but it's okay. But you can see the car just wouldn't grip at all there. But here we come into the pit lane.
It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Oh! Wow, 10-second penalty for corner cutting. Wow, dear me.
Okay, clear on the exit to rejoin. Clear exit.
We are going to have a 10-second penalty, so that may well lose us the lead there, but we had to come in. We couldn't go around again. So 10 seconds. Here comes Verstappen. Come on.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further updates. Okay, go, go, go.
It's going to lose us the win.
And the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Up to speed
But
now.
we're not
Let's get some
out, and I suppose that is a bit of a blessing. And we're on slightly newer intermediates. That may well come in handy. Russell behind us then. Let's see if we are able to do anything half decent on these intermediate tyres. Probably not. I would suspect, because the AI are usually insane. Yeah, big lock-up, but just managing to get the car turned. Got to get used to these conditions. Well, here comes George Russell then. Stays in 4th place at the moment. Yeah, I mean, 6 seconds down the road, Verstappen already. And to be honest with you, I'm only talking to you to stop me from falling asleep. Not a lot is happening in this race after the 10-second penalty for us. I mean, Max Verstappen has dominated anyway. That made no difference on whether we could win the race or not. There's absolutely no way that we'd have been able to keep Max Verstappen behind. He is so fast. George Russell, curiously, has managed to stay with us, but we are very much pulling away from Hamilton and Norris. You know, those guys are nearly 9 seconds behind us now, so even with our 3-second penalty we should finish on the podium here, which would be an amazing achievement, and obviously very much helped by the fact that we stayed out there on the hard tyres and avoided a pit stop basically. You know, everybody else has done an extra pit stop, so you know, we've done a great job out there today, and we should be rewarded with that podium. But of course, anything could still happen. Max Verstappen could end up retiring from the race. There's 3 laps to go. Be curious to see whether Russell does try and pass us at some point. He is having a little look now, in fact, so first time that Russell's had a little look at us, and we are giving him room, giving him the chance to get the move done, but yeah, he wasn't going to try it around the outside there.
Keep taking care of them.
Yeah, just continually looking after the tyres and staying in a very comfortable range with the car, and I think that is what is ultimately the key in this, and that's how we're pulling away from Hamilton and Norris. But George Russell is putting in a bit of a supreme performance to stay with us here.
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track
There goes
yet.
again.
Winters look like the best tyre for now.
I thought there might be a dry line appearing, but apparently not. But you can see how much more grip we have at low speeds, and how much more confidence we have over George Russell. you know, as I say, we're sort of going within ourselves here. So I wonder if we pushed hard for the next 2 laps, we'd be able to get out of that 3-second window to George Russell. Let's give it a go then. Might as well stay with the action. Let's see if we're able to achieve it. So here we go then. Yeah, not bad. Good first sector, but George Russell did stay with us. Clearly pushing, made us slower. George Russell is through. What we expected, really. Certainly after the 3-second penalty, so now it's all about making sure we stay 3 seconds ahead of Lando Norris so that we finish 3rd, which isn't a dead cert. He's taken a bit of time off us over the last couple of laps, and as has Lewis Hamilton. Perhaps our tyres are a little bit worse for wear than those around us. But it looks okay. I think we're going to be fine. And what a performance it will be to end up on the podium in this changeable condition race. We know how insane the AI are in these conditions, and Max Verstappen has proved that. But we have done an awesome job. Max Verstappen wins the US Grand Prix, and probably with it the Drivers' World Championship. We come round to finish in 3rd place as long as we stay within the white lines. George Russell finishes 2nd. We come across the line in 3rd place, and what a turnaround after the disappointment in the sprint yesterday. 3rd place and another podium for Toyota.
And with that, another year of Formula One draws to a close, and a new World Drivers' Champion is declared.
There he is, 5-time world champion now, Max Verstappen.
The sport's most incredible drivers. It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen. And it's time for that special moment for our special 3 today. The podium awaits our top 3 finishers. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen.
Well, there we have it then.
Well,
very good.
To another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Let's have a little look at where Colapinto finished. He finished in 13th place. Not too bad. But you look at our fastest lap time, and remember that was on the hard tyres, and you know we were really competing in that first stint. But very good to see anyway. We go to within 1 point of Franco Colapinto in the drivers' standings. Not too far behind George Russell. But if you look at the constructors, still 24 behind Mercedes in the championship. That is going to be tough to overturn in the final races of the season. Max Verstappen is Drivers' World Champion. Lando Norris looking very much like he is going to finish second. Very good season for the likes of Hamilton this year, doing a great job up there. But good performance from him today. He finished in 5th, not far ahead of his teammate in the end after leading the race quite early on. But yeah, very good there. Brand buddy, what's that going to be? Maximum loyalty with a secondary sponsor. Fabulous. Okay, nice. Okay, we've lost the rivalry to Mercedes. But we have gone up to a fan rating of 4. Which is pretty good. And, of course, next time out, we will have the pleasure of, I believe, the Mexican Grand Prix, which is always an exciting one. Yeah, Mexico City Grand Prix.
One of the parts failed during development. We'll need to revisit the development area and give it another go.
We've achieved a significant boost. Okay, cool. Let's go for that. Let's autofill all of these if we can. Yeah, that seems good. Nice. Okay. Quick look at mail. Yeah, let's claim that livery. I don't think we can use that. The chrome livery. I don't think we can do that. But yeah, quick look at the development of certain parts. Okay. Yeah, we're having to adapt parts as well because there's been a lot of regulation change announcements and all of that. So yeah, just gotta make sure all of that is sorted. And we do have a decent number of research things that we can do. Yeah, let's go for that. Nice. And then I think let's move it forward. So front wing flap profile.
Unfortunately, looks like we've come off second
looks
best
good.
against our rivals. We'll get them next time.
Yeah, that looks good. Tire analytics data already done, or at least some of it is. Nice. Energy store cells will adapt as well. And then we'll get on developing the new parts ready for next season. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. If you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.